No, it will not work. How would I even be able to or is it possible? Hi and welcome to today's video. And today I'm going to tell you something from my own journey that I hope will inspire you to move forward with your journey. If you have followed me, you maybe remember that I, in the end of April, jump started a challenge, a 10-day challenge. And now it's June when I'm recording it. This is no, it's not June. It's the 31st of May. Okay, it's the 31st of May today. And when it was 10 days to go with April, I had this inspired action thought of creating a challenge. And I did something that, if you follow all those gurus and so on, they would say that, oh, you should do that, you should prepare yourself, you should blah 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 and blah blah blah. But I took inspired action and I created it the same day, a 10-day challenge for having material to follow up for 10 days here on my YouTube channel about LiveGood. And at that moment, that was in my mind, a 10-day challenge. Okay, yeah, it felt okay. Well, yeah, it's probably possible. 10 days. I just have to prepare. I just have to batch my videos. And if you're not familiar what batching means, it's when you're doing a lot of videos and you prepare them and you schedule them in advance, so you have material for some days to go. And for me, that is the best way to have it in my situation to work. And that's also something I would suggest to you to try, even if it's your Facebook material, where you post material, where you post doing posts, or if you're doing videos on YouTube or whatever you are doing, because this is a really great way to spare yourself the time of being feel forced to do a new video every day. But it also depends on who you are and how your life is, because we have different lives. Some people love to create one video a day, and they have a life where they can do it. But if you're a busy mom like me, maybe it's easier to batch the material. But what I want to come back to is this thing about starting this 10-day challenge. Because meanwhile, it started coming up thoughts, but maybe I should, what if I should follow up with this 30 days thing? And I have done 30 days before in other circumstances. So I know I can do something that is going to last for 30 days. It's just to be there, be focused, and just do it. And find the ways to do it in a way so it's manageable. But it could also come with a bit of stress. Oh, is this really possible? Is it blah 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 and so on? But I realized, and then I put my theme with 30 days of marketing, and it ended yesterday. And what I did, I took myself a piece of paper and I just did like this, an empty sheet of paper. And this is also what you can do. And then you can put it down on this paper, your ideas, the material you want to use for 30 days. If it's a theme, if it's something else, if it's not something that are have a theme together, but you can just put it on your paper and you can just write down the headlines, something like the idea of a headline, and if it's maybe it's about you want to write a post about the ranking, and then you can see if you can how many posts you can do about the ranking, and then you can put different views, different angles, and then you write it down until you have 30 of them. So you have something to follow. So you stick to that when you are preparing your material. And that's what I did. And oh yes, of course. And suddenly I realized, wow, I could do this for another 30 days. I could do this for June. And I could do this for July. Oh no, because in the middle of a summer, because of circumstances of the kids, I'm not able to work as much as I do during school days. So, for example, to provide my audience with videos, it came to me so vivid that, okay, if I create all my videos and do this in advance, it seems like a huge schedule to do this. But actually, it is manageable to do it. And what will be the benefits from that? That will be that I know that those videos are going to come out and scheduled. But then I haven't found out the whole process, so maybe I need to do something. And this felt really, really, really huge and wow. At the same time, exciting to really do. And I decided, and that's one important thing. You have to decide to do what you are thinking. Not like, oh, maybe I'm doing to try this, maybe I'm doing blah, blah, blah. Whatsoever, you have to decide to do it, no matter what happens. And today I'm gonna tell you what actually happened. But during my 10 days challenge, I prepared, I think it was 1 or 2 or maybe 3 videos. That was what I were able, no, I think it was 1 or 2. That was the most I were able to do during that time, starting my 30 days marketing. And when it started, my kid went sick. And I stood there, whoops. I'm supposed to do a 30 days thing here. And I don't have had the time to do the material. Shall I cancel it? No. Why? And here is also one important thing. You don't know how to solve. the problems. You don't know how to, but you can find your ways by asking yourself questions. And a lot of times my material, I couldn't do it as I had thought of doing it. I had to find different solutions because a regular day with kids at home, it's all of this television or computer, and there are songs from cartoons, and it is drama series or for kids or something, and something is going on, and how we live, I'm not able to do those recordings here where I usually prefer to sit. I prefer to sit here in my sofa or at the computer if I'm doing the screen recording. And then I had to start to find solutions I would do it late nights, and often I was very, very tired at that time because it had been a whole day, but I did do it, or I went up during daytime and spoke to my kids and said, I have to do some recordings. Well, yeah, okay. But I wasn't always happy with the situation. But that doesn't matter, because the thing with this is that you or I start to think about the audience instead of thinking of what is happening and what I'm not happy with. And start to think that, okay, I'm doing my best. And I know that there will be an audience that is going to be helped with this information. So just moving on. And I did it. Now I'm a third part into this vision of 90 days that came up in my head. So, what can you do if you choose to do something like this? You can choose to remember, do something so you let yourself know again that you really did your best, and you can celebrate. You can celebrate in advance what you actually did. And okay, here is the next secret. This video that I'm sitting here recording, actually now, I'm doing it on the right day. So I have 60 days left to do that. I have to prepare, I have to record them, I have to upload them, I have to do the thumbnails, or no, I don't have to do, but I choose to do that because in my head this is going to move on, because I want this, because I know that this is a way of doing attraction marketing, so people can find me and I can grow bigger with this opportunity when I'm continuing to do new material. And at this moment I don't have a clue how to manage to do 60 days before, or not before, but in the best of worlds, those 60 days are up and running in the schedule system in YouTube before this closing of or not closing, but the people that are helping me with caretaking of children work at another place, and that's not the best situation for my kids to be there. And yeah, instead kids at home and so on. But if I not manage to do all those 60 videos, I now also have been able to remind myself of what I'm actually is capable of. And you can also do this. Remind yourself in a gentle way of what you're actually is capable of doing. And if it's something you want to do, or if you should allow yourself to take more rest and so on. But the thing is, when you start, and this is one of the really important things here today, when you start to do something, even if you not know how to do it, things will come along the way. You will have more ideas, will have more information, you will have more opportunities to move on when you're looking at this bigger goal. And yeah, during the way, what I had to do, I had to change a little bit depending on what situation I was in. If it was with sick kids, or if it was with healthy kids going to school, and so on. Small adjustments so I could manage to do it. And honestly, if I haven't told you this, would you have noticed this or not? I know I have been sitting there. I was so tired sometimes, so I didn't know what I actually was going to say. And then I told you that I have a background of not, because you can also choose to not tell people, because not all people will be able to see it. They are just consuming what you're saying. But why I did choose to say this is because it was to show you a regular day in a regular life of a mom, of a networking mom. Because your situation is not always the same as other persons around you, other networkers. We have so many circumstances, depending if we are a whole family with a lot of kids, if you're 2 grown-ups, or if you are alone with your kids, and so on. But it's possible. It is really possible to find the solutions if you decide, and if you stick to what you have decided, but are open for see if you need to do some small adjustments. So, if you have been inspired by this, please let me know in the comments your thoughts and your takeaway from the 30 days challenge if you attended it. Then it's easier for me to know what is of interest for you. And with that, I want to wish you a really, really great day. Bye.